Hi, I'm Dan McGinnis, real estate speaker and trainer. My business partner was over the other night from Riverside, California, and my wife shared with him and his wife a story. So I thought I'd like to share that with you. I know in Toastmasters we hear him talking about always having a story when you're giving a speech is good. She mentioned to them how she met me and I was dating another girl, and the other girl said, you ought to go out with this girl. And so we said hi and whatever, and I didn't have much money at the time, so I think we went somewhere and I bought her a Coke or something, or maybe I said, let's just share this Coke, something like that. Anyway, kind of funny or whatever. And at the time I happened to be in the Army Reserves, and I went over to her apartment after an Army Reserve meeting one day, and I just sat down on the sofa on a Sunday afternoon in my, whatever they call that, Army uniform and the boots. And I said, do you have any milk and cookies? I like milk and cookies. She said, no. And she didn't drive. She didn't have an automobile. And then she said, well, I said, okay, it's all right. And I just sort of fell asleep. And I woke up, and it was her coming in the door. Where you been? She said, I went to the store. Oh, what for? She said, to get you some milk and cookies. I said, I didn't think you had a car. I didn't think you could drive. She said, I don't. Well, how did you get there? I walked. Now, it's about somewhere between a quarter of a mile and a half a mile. And I'm telling you this story for a reason. It's going to make a change in your life or someone's life. And she set the milk and cookies in the kitchen, and all of a sudden she fell on her knees. What are you doing? She said, well, I'm taking your boots off. Think about that. Remember what I told you before, a few days ago, about being a Nadota, N-A-D-O-T-A, not a duplicate of the average? We've been happily married for over 38 years. Pull out some of them old stories that you've had in your life and share them with some other people. Maybe something about this story that I shared with you will give you something that you didn't know before or you hadn't heard before that might be able to help you make a connection with someone else and accomplish something that you didn't expect or anticipate that you'd be able to accomplish. And I hope your day is as good as mine.